Yeah, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video right here on Killer O Demon 669. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below. Share this video on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, everywhere else on the internet. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below. As I said, thank you for all the support on my videos, on all my channels as well. Yeah, I'm not, kind of a little messed up and okay, we're looking now. So, thank you for all the support on my videos. Thank you for sharing your videos, commenting on my videos, good or bad. Well, bad, I really don't care anymore, so whatever. But thank you for all the support, and just like to thank you for all the support, and we keep going. Alright, now before I do my, as always on Monday nights or early Tuesday mornings, my Raw review for tonight, I want to address something that a lot of people have brought up in the past couple of hours on Twitter and my Facebook page. Now, if you notice on this channel, my other 3 channels, 4 altogether, you've noticed a little bit of a drop in my sub count. Now, before I mentioned I did videos like 500 subs. I mentioned I had 600 subs, 700 subs. On this channel, my TGCB Born channel, my TheMetalGod 669 channel, and my Peter Gilmore Rant channel. Sub to them all down below, by the way. They got a lot of subs over the last few weeks and the past month or so. And today, when I got on a little bit late today because I was watching Raw. And I was doing some other things here and there. I looked back at my channel. At first, I had 732 subs, and I was happy. I was gaining more subscribers. I was getting to 750, getting near 800, and then maybe like an hour later, I checked my dashboard, and I have 322. And I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell did that happen? I thought that my count got hacked. You never know. Then I find out that YouTube is pulling the plug again on all these non-existing channels. They did another cleaning, I heard. Now I don't know if this is true, but I think it's a site-wide problem because a lot of people have been losing subscribers. I mean, Sean's Entertainment, everybody's favorite person here on YouTube. He did a video today, with his, every time he gets 1,000 freaking subs, he does have to do a video because he's a sub whore. He did a 48,000 sub video. So, I was like, I wonder if Sean's view got hit. And boy, did he get a hit. He was at 48,022, I believe. Now he's down under 48,000. I think it was like 47,800 as of this video. I don't know if he gained any in the last couple hours, but I gained a couple more back here and there, on my various channels. But I took a big hit. Now, am I mad about it? A little bit, because YouTube just loves to, pop things up on the site and makes us like, oh look, because if you notice, if you go into your message box, you would see that they're going to be taking away some things like the contacts and some other stuff that's starting now in the next couple of days. So they're referring to the new message system, which fucking sucks. So if you had old messages you haven't seen on, with the old message system, you can't see them now because you have to download it, which makes no fucking sense. So I'm thinking they were doing that, and then in turn they took all the subs that you gained, gone. So am I mad? Yeah, I'm a little bit mad because this fucking site is just a freaking joke as it is. With all the little bugs and that they put in and all the changes. I mean, it's stupid. But I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk here. I lost some subs. I'm unhappy about it. But I'm gonna keep moving on. I keep moving on. I'm not gonna go on my rant channel and do a freaking 45-minute rant about how much YouTube sucks and like, oh, I lost my subscribers. You know, it had to be a hacker. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know. I mean, I was, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It doesn't make any sense to even do it. So I'm not gonna do a rant. So I'm just gonna, you know, take it in stride and just like, you know, it's YouTube. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just YouTube being stupid. So I lost subscribers. I'm back down to like around 200 and 300 on my some of my main channels. You know, so it sucks. I lost a lot of subscribers that I earned. But, you know, but I know I'll get them all back in hopefully in record time. So, you know, like I said, I lost subscribers, but I know I'll get them all back. I'll get back up to 700 probably in the next week or so with all your support, of course. So, if you were subbed to me and then you know, you find out that you're not subbed to me again and subscribe to my other channels. All the links are down below. Follow me on Twitter. I didn't lose anything on Twitter, thank God. You know, I would have had a fit. But follow me on Twitter at Gilmore Inc. INC in capital letters. I'm gaining a lot of followers now. So if you are watching this from Twitter, hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends. Share the video on your Twitter accounts and all over Twitter. Leave a comment. Hit that like button. And hit that subscribe button. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, enough bullshit. I talked for almost 7 minutes. I haven't even talked about Raw tonight. So it is time for your Monday Night Raw review for December the 1st, 2014. Cyber Monday, as they called it, as we were greeted by, well, we were not greeted, we were, trying to think of the word, graced with the presence of the anonymous Raw General Manager. And sadly, Hornswoggle wasn't there. I don't know why, but remember he was named the general manager. But he comes out tonight, and he didn't really do anything. He was on it for one segment. That was it. I was happy with that because I didn't want to hear Michael Cole get up every freaking 5 seconds. I got a message from the anonymous Raw General Manager. Nobody cares. So we start off tonight. You know, we see clips from what happened last week that Daniel Bryan, yes, was running the show. We see Vince saying that, telling Triple H and Stephanie they're gonna fix all this. Then we see Seth Rollins and J&J Security taking on Cena and Dolph, and how Cena and Dolph won. So we go to the ring. We get that stupid little thing going off, and Cole's is by the anonymous Raw General Manager podium. So he lifts his laptop. We can see it's a freaking Word document. It was probably written by Cole. So the general manager says that he's back and he's not happy. Well, whatever. And the company needs a strong leader, and everybody knows that, and yet nobody knows who he is. Well, we all know it's Hornswoggle, and WWE needs him. Yeah, I don't think they need Hornswoggle as GM. I'm just saying. And he or she says they can't let the WWE rest in the hands of washed-up superstars. Well, I guess meaning Cena, maybe. He's about to announce something else, and then Cena comes out, and he cuts his usual stupid promo, and he says the board of directors named the anonymous GM as the guest GM tonight of Raw. And he says, I don't like you. And then we see Michael Cole just like staring at the computer like this. He's looking at Cena, looking at the computer, looking at Cena, looking at the computer. Is Cole reading the script? Good job, Mitchell Cole. Idiot. So, he says the laptop and Brock are just alike. They only show up once a year. Nice stab there in this Brock's side there, Cena, you idiot. He says the authority is not here and they will never come back because he has the power to make them come back. And he talks about Survivor Series and how his team won and Big Show turning heel for the 6 millionth time. And all Triple H's tricks backfired on him. And his team won thanks to Sting. And each member showed what a WWE superstar is supposed to be about. Then he asks why they did it. And then the laptop tries to interrupt. And Cena's like, He's about to go. I was about to say, Cena, please shut it off or break it. So Cena gets all pissed off. You know, he says, I'm not going to let Raw get taken over by a heartless, faceless computer. So he goes over to the thing. I was like, please smash it. Please smash it. So he just goes, boop. He just shuts the cover of the thing down so we don't have to hear from that stupid thing. That was pretty cool. And then Seth Rollins and J&J Security come out, and Seth and Cena have a nice little back and forth promos going, and Seth says Cena is so good at many things. He's got bad jokes for days. He waves his hand in front of him and says, "You can't see me. I'm not a little kid. Yeah, can you see me?" You know, and then Cena says he does it right before beating him. Nice comeback there, John. Idiot. Then Seth mentions how the fans talk about how Cena sucks on a nightly basis, and then the fans start chanting "You sold out" at Seth, which is so stupid. And then he says that Cena is great at taking credit for everything that he's not due. And he says he didn't win anything at Survivor Series, and he mentioned how Seth Rollins eliminated him, which he did, even though there was help from J&J Security, but whatever, and the Big Show. He says he would have been a sole survivor, and the Authority would still be in power if it weren't for the man called Sting. So Cena says, well, it was great to see Sting, and he says that they had one man that was down 3-1, and he took out everybody, meaning Dolph Ziggler. And he says he will give Dolph credit for putting the Authority out of power. Seth's like, I disagree with that. And the ex-Cena and the fans said the WWE is better off without the Authority in power. And as usual, the stupid marks go, yes! Yes! I missed the Authority. Actually, it was a good storyline, but I'm starting to miss them now. I'm just saying. Then Seth Rollins tells Cena all the hard work and sacrifice to take out the Authority. The board of directors named the laptop as the nominee general manager as the guest GM. And then he says that Daniel Bryan was the general manager this week. Who's going to be general manager next week or the weeks after that? And he says JBL, and then Cena's like, oh, JBL! Put the hat on JBL, and JBL's getting a nice little pop. And Seth says anybody could be the GM, even Batista. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Ooh, right in the ribs to Batista, that piece of shit. And he says, well, Batista's he's bad at acting and wrestling, so who knows how bad he'll be at being GM. Then he mentions Eric Bischoff for some odd reason. You know, controversy creates cash, I guess. And he says every week is a mystery and it could blow up in Cena's face. And Cena's like, get to the point, Seth. This is going on for too long. And it lasted 22 minutes. This whole segment, 22 minutes. It could have lasted about 10 to 15. I'm just saying. Then Seth says every week it's the fan show, and Cena always does what's best for the fans, because he sucks up to the fans so much. And he says what's best for him and the fans is always best for business, and he's the man with the power right now. He's He-Man! No. Sorry. And Seth says Cena has no choice but to bring the Authority back. And Cena's like, oh, Seth, you're a big boss right now. You know, who are you to give me orders, you know? So Cena says the Authority is gone and will never come back. And he says he has Triple H and Stephanie, meaning Seth Rollins had Triple H and Stephanie in his back pocket, and they can make him do anything he wants. But now he's just a normal dude with a little briefcase, you know, wearing bad latex, and he has 2 mall cops, idiot, with him, meaning Noble Mercury, and has to earn everything. And he says Seth won't tell him what to do, and he has the power to bring the Authority back. And Seth, do you want the Authority back? If you want him back so bad, why don't you just act nicely? So Seth's like, okay, can you please bring the Authority back? And Cena's like, I don't believe you. Get down on one knee and say it. So Seth's about to do it, and then the laptop interrupts, but they're still talking, and Cena's like, and I mean, I guess they ignored it. You know, and Cole's just looking at the script again. And finally, Cole gets back on the mic, and he says, the GM says that Cena and Seth will fight in a match at TLC. Not just any match, a tables match. But there's a stipulation, like there was at Survivor Series. If Cena's team wins, the Authority would lose power. But now, The tables are turned on John Cena. If Cena loses to Seth Rollins, he is no longer the #1 contender for Brock Lesnar's title, probably coming up at Royal Rumble, whenever Brock finally comes back. So Cole's still talking, and Seth just attacks Cena from behind. Cena fights back, but Kane comes out and hits a choke slam to Cena, which is always nice. Then Seth pulls out a table, and then Ryback, feed me more! Comes out for the save, takes out everyone, and then Kane comes back with a chair, setting up a chairs match between them. I think that it was announced that they were going to fight in a chairs match at TLC. That should be boring as fuck. And then Eric Rowan, as the announcers called him, Big Red, he comes out, and then he hits a big boot to Kane on the outside, and he begins to clean house in the ring. And then the Big Slow comes out, and it's all out chaos in the ring. Show beats up on Eric Rowan. He grabs the steel steps, slams into Rowan's head, and then his shoulder a few times, and he laid him out. Dolph Ziggler comes out, and he sends Show into the ring post. He grabs a ladder, and then Luke Harper comes out, blasts him in the head with it. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, yeah, I think this is going to be all the matches on the card. Big Show and Rowan was already announced on Raw, maybe tonight. Ziggler and Luke Harper for the Intercontinental title. Kane and Ryback in a chairs match. Cena and Seth in the tables match. So that's basically the other matches that are probably going to be hyped up the next week or so. Well, actually, it is next week. Got one more. The Go Home Raw is next week with the Slammy edition on Raw, but I'll get that in a minute. So after that, the J&J security set up Cena as Seth sets up a table, and Harper and Big Show start beating up on Cena with a boot and a knockout punch, and then Seth picks up Cena. He has to freaking carry up Cena, and then they do the best Shield impersonation, and Cole and JBL said this is Shield 2.0. They did the triple powerbomb of Doom right through the table, laid out Cena. That was always nice to see, because I don't like Cena. But it was a pretty good segment. Too long, in my opinion, but I still gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So we go to commercial. We come back with Cena and his team being helped out of the ring by the refs and the trainers. We find out from the announcers that the anonymous Raw general manager he made early in the day. He made a tag team #1 contender turmoil match, and he also made Eric Rowan versus a Big Show for later on tonight. Then he also made a 6-man tag: Kane, Seth Rollins, and who was it? Shit. Kane, Seth Rollins, and Luke Harper. I put somebody else, but that was just my mistake. Taking on Cena, Dolph Ziggler, and Eric Rowan in the main event. So we'll see what happens with all of them going forward. Alright, so we get the match #1, Tag Team Turmoil match for the #1 contender to the tag belts. Whoever wins will face Miz and Damien Mizdow at TLC for the tag team titles. It was Gold Stardust, the Usos, the new team of the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E Langston, otherwise known as the Three Preachers, as I call them. Anna Rose and the Bunny, and an unlikely team, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. So this match was meh. I'm not gonna go into it, but the first ones to get eliminated were Goldust and Goldust and Stardust were eliminated first, as the New Day got a roll up on them when Kofi hits the Trouble in Paradise on Goldust for the win. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro come out next, and they eliminate the New Day after Tyson Kidd rolls up Kofi, eliminating them after Gold Stardust came back and beat up Xavier Woods and Big E, causing distraction. The Usos come out next, and Jimmy hits a Superfly Splash for the win to eliminate Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Adam Rose and the Bunny come out, and they start having problems. I guess they're going to have a match at TLC, and nobody's going to go flying fuck about. I'm trying to think. Jimmy Uso hits a super kick to Adam Rose. He bumps into the bunny. Then they hit the Superfly Splash off the top rope again to win the match. They are the new #1 contenders for the tag team titles, so we'll see them at TLC for the tag team titles against Miz and Mizdow. So the match was I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. So we go after that. We see Naomi looking on the little screen. She's cheering on her husband. Yes, husband Jimmy Uso. They're married in real life. If you didn't know that, if you haven't watched Total Divas in a while. And then we see Miz and Mizdow come in with the tag team titles, and Mizdow's with his toy belt. And Miz says that he looks forward to facing the Usos at TLC for the tag team titles. He's also looking forward to seeing Naomi in Divas tag team action later. And he kind of mentions AJ's tag team partner to her, that she might be AJ's tag team partner, something like that. I missed it, so whatever. Then he says he also loved looking forward to her music video where she starts twerking. It's not that great. I really don't care. And then he mentions that she should give she should be in Hollywood. And then he gives her a business card to some top name Hollywood producer. So Miz gives her the card. He leaves, and then Mizdow's like, he has to do the same thing. Gives her an invisible card. And Naomi's like, what? Okay. Takes it anyway. So I found that segment pointless, and it was just really, really stupid. But anyway, I digress. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we see Vincent Kennedy McMahon coming into the arena. We all know that he had a interview on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, which I didn't see, but I saw a couple videos on Facebook. He did talk about Punk a little bit, but I'll talk about it in another video, probably tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I mean, probably do it Wednesday because tomorrow I'll be out, so won't be able to do any videos tomorrow, which sucks for you guys, but whatever. Alright, then we find out that Seth Green, of all people, remember he used to be guest GM? He's going to be hosting the Slammy Awards next week, so that should be always fun. Yeah, Slammy's always fun next week. But I would have put the Slammys the week after TLC, but that's just me. But whatever. Guess Raw's going to suck next week too. But whatever. Alright, then we get clips showing of Big Show and Eric Rowan going at it from early in the night. Then we go to Todd Phillips in the back with Eric Rowan, and he starts running down his accolades outside the ring, and he's like a baseball champion or something. I missed that part. And then he asks him, why did he target the Big Show? And Rowan's like, I hate bullies. I'm like, since when did Eric Rowan turn into Ryback? Oh yeah, well, he is bald. He just has that really weird ZZ Top-like beard. I'm just saying. So, basically, that was the segment. I didn't like it, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So, we get to the match. Big Show taking on Eric Rowan. So, Big Show comes out with a mic. He cuts a little promo saying that he loves being a bully and how the fans sold out at him. And he loves to hurt people. He's going to love hurting people now. And he calls out Eric Rowan to come down and see how nasty of a giant he can be. So Rowan comes out. This match wasn't anything to write home about. Went in and out of the ring. Big Show was in control for most of it. Rowan comes back, sends Big Show to the outside with a clothesline, and then Big Show sends Rowan into the steps. He grabs the steps, slams it into Rowan's arm and head, and causing a disqualification, which sucks. So I give the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, we see Big Show just pick up the thing and drop it on Eric Rowan's head, and later on, we saw in the night we saw Rowan with a big little bump on his head. It looked nasty, but whatever. So I guess it's setting up for something at Survivor Series TLC. That's between Show and Eric Rowan, but we'll see what happens. All right, then we see Vince walking in the back. We see the lovely Renee Young walk up to him, and Vince says he's happy to be here because he would talk to Stone Cold on his podcast, and he says it's going to be fun. All right. And then Renee asks him if he's going to bring back the Authority, and Vince's like, well, only one man can do that. That's John Cena. I guess Renee forgot the stipulation. And he continues to hype his interview with Stone Cold, and that was it. So Vince was just there just to do a little segment and do the podcast, and that was it. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get some clips shown of AJ versus Brie from last week and how Nikki helped her sister beat AJ, and then AJ's little pipe bomb saying that talent's only sexually transmitted. So we found out that AJ is going to take on AJ and a mystery partner is going to take on the Bellas, and we found out that on the WWE app, we can vote for Natalya, Naomi, or Alicia Fox. We all know it's going to be Naomi because I don't think AJ would want to tag team with Alicia Fox or Natalya, but that's just my opinion. And personally, I don't think AJ really needs a partner, but just for storyline purposes anyway, and I really don't care. All right. We get to our next match, or we thought was a match. Fandango with the lovely Mamacita Rosa Mendez. Caliente. Taking on Jack Swagger. We the people. But this match never happened because Swagger was about to come out, and never came out, and we go to the back, we see Zeb Coulter on the ground, and he's holding his leg, and Swagger's like, what happened? Who did this? We all know who it is. We found out later it's Alexander Rusev. So we found out it looks like somebody attacked him and he hurt his leg. Yeah, Rusev broke his leg. So the referee counts, basically gives Fandango the win by forfeit. So I'm like, what was the point? What's the point here? You could have done this in just a segment, not even have Fandango on and there. I mean, Rosa Mendez is a hot piece of ass. I'd like the fuck. I mean, out there. That's just one thing, but I mean, why do this? Why? So then we see Rusev come out with Lana in a smoking hot black dress. Whew. So Lana then asks the Americans, says the Americans pride themselves on freedom, and then we see USA chants, and then Lana, as usual, says, "Shut up, you beautiful Americans." Then she mentions how last week Rusev was ordered to recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and Rusev refused, and he was punished for it. And Lana kind of did the pledge with Sergeant Slaughter, and Rusev almost beat the crap out of Sergeant Slaughter until Jack Swagger came out. And that's why Jack Swagger did not have his match, because Rusev broke Zeb Coulter's leg. Sucks, because I really like to see Zeb Coulter, but whatever. So Lana mentions that that Rusev had to defend his belt in a battle royal on SmackDown, and he beat 19 other guys and prevailed. Why wouldn't he have the belt? But what I'm saying. That's long. So she says that Rusev is the greatest United States champion that the U.S. has ever seen. I beg to differ there, Lana. You have other guys that have held that belt before, like Cena. I'm thinking of all those. If you want to go back to the old days, you got Hardy Grace, Ric Flair, Sting, Lex Luger, Diamond Dallas Page, Goldberg. So many way better than freaking Rusev, but I digress. So Rusev gets on the mic, and he says that all those who challenge him will be crushed, and those who don't listen, like Zeb Coulter, will be broken. So then Lana gets back on the mic. She demands that the fans rise and respect the Russian flag, and then she does the Pledge of Allegiance to the Russian flag of the United States of Russia, or the motherland, some shit like that. It was funny, like, and to the Republic, which stands one nation under Putin. Okay. So she's interrupted by Jack Swagger. He comes out, he is pissed. So he takes down Rusev, he starts unloading on him, they start blowing to the outside. Swagger throws Rusev into the barrier a few times. And then the refs come out to stop it, but they gotta stop Swagger, she's beating him up. So I guess that we're gonna see a US title match, probably at TLC. I mean, but how many times have we seen this feud? I mean, Swagger couldn't beat him 3 times. Well, actually 4 times. I mean, why is this feud continuing? I guess because of Zeb Coulter now? I mean, come on. We all know Rusev's gonna retain. I'm just saying. So I give this segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, match number 4. Damien Mizdow taking on Fernando with the Miz on commentary. This match was okay. Mizdow wins with the figure 4. The fans were still in support of this guy. And then afterwards, Jimmy Uso comes out for no apparent reason. And he's like, and Miz like, oh, look, Jimmy Uso coming out to say hi to me. So he gets up, and Jimmy Uso just slaps the living crap out of him. And if you thought your bitch slapped you well, bad. That was a mean-ass bitch slap from Jimmy Uso. He's like, don't you ever talk about my wife again. And Miz is like, he was scared. A Samoan beating his ass. Good thing it was a Samoa joke, but I just digress. So, we find out that Jimmy Uso is going to take on The Miz tomorrow night on main event, and nobody's going to care because I don't watch main event. Alright, we get the match number 5, R-Truth taking on Bray Wyatt. This was just a basic Bray Wyatt jobber fest, because, you know, squash match, I should say. But R-Truth got a little offense in, hit these corkscrew forearms, and he tried to go for the scissors kick, and Bray blocked it, and hit Sister Abigail for the win. Match itself, I get 2 out of 5 stars. It was just a typical boring squash match that didn't need to be on the program. But afterwards, Bray takes out some ladders, he takes out some chairs. We see his rocking chair in the ring, and he cuts a promo about Jacob's ladder. And he talks about Jacob's master climbed the ladder and told Jacob where to lead his people to safety. And then he says that his dream, that he also dreams of a great ladder, but in his dream he climbs it to praise nobody and looks upon the insects that God created. And he says it's kind of just like Dean Ambrose. And then he says in his dreams he sees tables, chairs, and ladders. Oh my, tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my, tables, ladders, chairs, blah blah. So, and then Dean Ambrose comes on, they fight again, which is always nice. They start brawling on the outside. Dean wins the exchange, slams Bray into the announce table a few times. Then Dean gets a ladder and he starts climbing it. And it looked like he was gonna dive onto Bray Wyatt on the announce table, but Bray wisely retreated. But Ambrose, you know, ran onto the announce table, dove onto him, and they're still fighting. The referees are holding him back as Dean is in the ring. He looks at the rocking chair of Bray Wyatt and it just starts smashing apart. And Bray's like, what did you do? You know, so a little bit more hype going into their tables, ladder, chairs match at TLC. You know, this is how I think this is, way better than when they were hyping them at Survivor Series. I think this is a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. So I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a recap of the opening segment. Again, the Sith mentioned in Seth Rollins versus Cena at TLC in the tables match. Blah, 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 we all know. Alright, we got to match number 6, the Bella Twins taking on AJ and her partner, Naomi. So, this match was typical Divas match. The Bellas were working on Naomi until she got a hot tag to AJ. She started beating up on the Bellas. She hits a tornado DDT on Nikki, but only for 2 as Brie saved her sister from pinfall. And then Naomi comes in and, takes Brie out. And then AJ hits a Shining Wizard to Nikki. Then she locks in the Black Widow. Nikki taps that ass. Not like that, but she taps out. So AJ wins, gets a little bit of revenge for last week. Always nice. And then afterwards, we see the Bellas start arguing. We're like, where were you? So maybe there's some tension between the Bellas going on. I'm thinking there's going to be probably one more match between AJ and Nikki. I don't know if it's going to be a stipulation match or it's just going to be a Divas title match. I really hope that AJ wins the belt back because I don't like Nikki with the belt. It's just so bad. And this little break is taught to you by Pepsi. Thank you, CM Punk. Alright, so I give that match 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the back with Santa Claus, otherwise dressed up as Mick Foley. And he's in the back promoting Cyber Monday on WWEshop.com. And guess who's next to him? Noelle Foley. Oh, my beating heart. She's fucking hot. She's gonna be, I think she's starting in NXT now. But it's nice to see her on Raw dressed up as a Santa's little helper elf. So it was nice. Santa's like, thank you for Saint Nick. And then Noah's like, did you just say Saint Mick? And Mick Foley's like, no, I meant to say Saint Nick. So and he's like, He's just yelling at Noel for no apparent reason. It was pretty funny, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Nice to see Mick Foley on the program, but even better seeing his hot ass freaking daughter, Noel. I think she's gonna have a bright future in the WWE, and especially in NXT. Alright, then we get another recap of the Seth Rollins Cena tables match. I really didn't care. Alright, then we go to a segment with Paul Heyman live via satellite, and Cole asks him about the stipulations for Rollins and Cena. But Paul's like, I don't want to talk about that. I want to address what Cena said about Brock Lesnar appearing once a year. And he brings up Christmas season, and he says Christmas could be 365 nights a year, but it would be stupid because it would be ruin the prestige and nostalgia of the holiday. And he says that Christmas is special, just like when Brock appears. Then he brings up WrestleMania. It could be every week, but it can't because it's only once a year, and it's must-see, just like Brock Lesnar. He says if Cena gets by Rollins at TLC, he has to face a fresh champion like Brock, and Cena will get a beating worse than the one he got at SummerSlam. So it means he's gonna hit 17 German suplexes. I hope, but we'll see. But then he says if Cena doesn't get by Rollins, who's the number one contender? Is it gonna be Seth Rollins, who cursed on Brock at what's the pay-per-view after SummerSlam? Was it I was thinking Unforgiven, but I can't think of the name. Doesn't matter. Well, yeah. He says The Undertaker, but nobody can find him at Brock where we beat him. Then he mentions Sting, and he says, well, we won't have to advertise a retirement match, but if they did fight, it would be a retirement match because Brock would basically hand Sting his ass. I think it might happen, but we know. He says the entire roster can line up against Brock Lesnar, and Brock will destroy him one by one. And then Paul says that there is an authority and there is a power in WWE, and he says he represents the power being Brock Lesnar. So it was a decent little promo. I gave 3 out of 5 stars, just to give some hype to Brock. So Heyman was there, but we never saw Brock. Whatever. Alright, we get to the main event, 6-man tag, Cena, Ryback, and Dolph taking on Seth Rollins, Kane, and Luke Harper. This match wasn't that bad. You know, they were beat up on Ziggler and Ryback for a little bit, and then Cena came in, he did his usual shit. He hits an AA to Luke Harper, and then him and Ryback hit a double suplex to Kane. J&J Security then hit a cheap shot on Cena while the ref was trying to get Ryback out of the ring. And then the heels start working on Cena. And Cena then comes back with his Super Cena strength. And gets a hot tag to Dolph Ziggler, who starts cleaning house on Luke Harper. Hits the Famouser for a near fall. Rollins broke it up. And then everybody starts fighting in the ring. And then, while that's going on, Cena goes to the top rope and dives onto everybody. I'm like, whoa, when did Cena do that?
You mean everybody was kung fu fighting?
No, everybody was standing there doing nothing, and then John Cena was flying through the air with the greatest of ease. So, I don't know, we're being stupid again. So Kane then blocks an AA with a big boot. Ryberg comes in with a spine buster to Kane. Seth hits him with a jumping knee to the side of the head. Dalton takes him out. I think he hit him with a zigzag, I'm not sure. But then Luke Harper hits the clothesline from hell on the Dolph for a near fall. Luke Harper tried for another one. Dolph countered into a roll-up type pin for the win. So Cena's team wins again. Dolph once again is the one to get the pin for his team. So I guess now they're giving Dolph another push now. I mean, he's won that Survivor Series. Got a big win at Survivor Series. Pretty, I wouldn't say a very big win at Survivor Series. Decent win here on Raw. So I give the match 3 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, they start fighting in the ring again. Everybody was punching and fighting. Okay, that was bad figure singing by me. Thank you. Then the Big Slow comes out, and he starts taking out Cena's team one by one. And then Big Show and Kane start double teaming Ryback until Eric Rowan comes out, and I thought he was done for the night. So he hits Harper and Kane with the steps, and then Dolph sends Rollins into the steps as Eric Rowan just threw it at him. So this is utter chaos on the outside of the ring. And then Big Show grabs Eric Rowan and Ryback looking for a double choke slam, but Dolph hits a super kick. And then Cena uses his super Cena strength to pick up the Big Show and it's a sloppy looking AA. And then Rowan takes the steps and then bashes Big Show's shoulder with it. So, more hype to their match coming up at TLC. And that was basically it. So Cena's team just posted in the ring. They stand tall. I was thinking that the Raw General Manager would say something at the end of the show, but thankfully he didn't. I mean, this match was about 35, 40 minutes long. I was thinking they would have other filler matches in there. I don't know why they didn't. And it just made this match 35 minutes long with like 3 commercials. Okay, but whatever. So, I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. It was okay. It wasn't great. Just a little bit of hype going for every person in the ring there. So it was okay. But Raw, to me, it was just mediocre tonight. It was like, eh. And with next week being the Slammy Awards, and, we're probably going to get, more hype for each individual match. Seth Rollins and Cena, Kane and Ryback, Big Show and Eric Rowan, maybe Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler, and maybe AJ and Nikki. So that's basically going to be your show, minus all the Slammy Awards being given out for Match of the Year, Superstar of the Year, the oh my god moment, the what the F moment, I don't know. Rosa might have a Slammy Award to give out. I don't know. Do you have a Slammy Award to give out? The FU. The FU Award goes to John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Cena was in you were in the shop. That's okay. So basically, Raw to me was. So I give it 6 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of Raw in a comment down below. Share this video on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and everywhere else on the internet. Google+. Leave a comment down below. You can do a video reply if you wish. If you have any wrestling questions, you can leave them down below as well, or you can inbox me on this channel or any of my other channels. Just make sure it's well, if you inbox me, just make sure it says Q&A because I won't know what it is. And you can also direct message me on Twitter at Gilmore Inc. That's INC in capital letters. And that's basically it. So, thank you all for watching. Once again, I apologize for, a lot of people are like, oh, Peter getting all the subs, yes. But I'm not going to harp on losing a lot of subs like I mentioned earlier in the video. We keep going, we keep striving to more perfection, and we'll get those subs back eventually. I guarantee that. Probably by Christmas time, we'll be back to where we were right now. Or maybe beyond. We'll see. But thanks for watching this video. Let me know your comments about Raw. And I'm going to bed because I got a long day of work tomorrow. And I'm going to see a play as well. I'm going to see Motown on Broadway tomorrow. Why me? I have to do it. So, I mean, I'm not a big play guy. I don't like plays. I really like wrestling and music. But I'm going to do it anyway. Going to bite the bullet for the company. Because I'm a company guy, dog. So, yeah. So, have a great rest of your week, everybody. Be safe tomorrow and the rest of your week. And that's basically it. So, leave me a comment about Raw down below. Leave me questions about anything with Raw. If you want to ask me about the podcast with Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, or anything in general about wrestling, just leave it down below or direct message me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, friend me on Facebook. And I've talked enough and I'm rambling on. So, thank you all for watching, and me and Rosa will see you next time. Peace.